But why don't we do a quick contest first? Let me tell you about this. Thanks to our sponsors at 7thCityCollectibles.com, we are giving away a box of Dragons of Tarkir. But you have to work for it, my word, yes. Only if you answer the following incredibly difficult question. Complete the following popular card game title. Is it A, Magic the Gathering? Is it B, Magic the Answer to World Hunger? Or is it C, Magic the Tuesday? Send your answer by email to competition@7thcitycollectibles.com no later than the 8th of April, and one random correct answer will be chosen to win the Dragons of Tarkir box giveaway. So that's A, Magic the Gathering, B, Answer to World Hunger, C, Tuesday, and the email address, once again, competition@7thcitycollectibles.com. All right, let's get to more game show action. Here we go, and let's see, what have we got coming up? How about this? Theros Mythic Rares. Can it be as simple as finding the Theros Mythic Rares? Let's find out. Apparently, it can. I will see you in 3 minutes on Downtime. Alright then, so you were tasked with coming up with the 15 mythic rares from Theros. Let's see how you did. So here we are. Let's just get rid of that. There we go. So number 1, in alphabetical order we're doing these. I can offer you Ashen Rider for 8 mana. That was a lot. But nonetheless, when it entered the battlefield or dies, get rid of something. Exiled as well, not just to the bin. So that's Ashen Rider. An Archon didn't realise that's what that was either. But there we are. So that's Ashen Rider. Number 2. Oh, that's a surprise. You could even say it's a shock. Ashiok Nightmare Weaver. 1 blue and a black. I love this Planeswalker. Ashiok loves Ashiok as well. Starting off at 3 and eventually getting to -10 and exiling all cards from all opponents' hands and graveyards, if you feel so inclined. So that's number 2. Number 3, it's more Planeswalker time. The lovely, the much mourned, and the truly fabulous still in gameplay, Elspeth Sun's Champion. I dread to think how many soldiers I've tried to create with her. She is fabulous. Just great card, great art, full home run. Well done, Eric Deschamps, on that one. Number 4 is... okay, it's the first of our gods. It's Erebos, God of the Dead, indestructible. Pay 2 life to draw a card with some mana as well. 5/7 for 4. Excellent. Good. So that's probably giving you a clue that there are multiple gods. There are. And here's poor old Heliod, God of the Sun. We sort of saw Black Devotion, we saw Blue Devotion, we saw Red-Green Devotion. More or less, we didn't see White Devotion. Little bit running around, but not an awful lot of Heliod there. So let's move on. We've got 2 of the gods now out the way. Here's Hythonia, the Cruel, the Gorgon. When it becomes monstrous, destroy all non-Gorgon creatures, which unfortunately means she doesn't kill herself. So that's Hythonia the Cruel. Fabulous card. Next up, well, one of the giants of Constructed, of course, Master of Waves. Protection and red, that's probably the element of it that people will never remember. Everyone remember, yeah, you made tokens and stuff, and that they were basically 2/1s, but then they all died if Master of Waves died. But protection from red, no one's going to remember that in 5 years' time, except for some of you coming on the Trivia Game Show in Season 5. Anyway, Master of Waves is number 7. Number 8 is Medamai the Ageless, 4/4 Flying Sphinx, legendary. Of course, have an extra turn, and you can't attack during extra turns. Number 9, we go to another god. It's Nylea, God of the Hunt. Just utterly fabulous, of course. Chance to give creatures +2/+2, but all your creatures get trample once Nylea is turned on with devotion to 5. And then we move on to the one that everyone remembers, nothing to do with gods, almost nothing to do with the set. It's just, what's the giant 4-mana thing? Legendary Hydra, Polykronos, World Eater. 10 down, 5 to go. It's back to gods, it's time for red, and it's time for Perforos, God of the Forge. Pretty sure that saw play at the Pro Tour, even in the top 8 of that particular Pro Tour, but yeah, Camille Cornelison played Perforos in his deck. 4 to go. Next up, we stay with red. We go to Stormbreath Dragon, which has just become an utter staple, of course. Protection from white, as well as being a hasty 4/4 man. Let's move on. Who have we got next? Well, that's the God of the Sea, that is. There you are, the indestructible 5/5, just for the 3 mana as it happens. And we have Underworld Cerberus. I think that's one that people won't have remembered, for the most part. Put in the chat room if you did get Underworld Cerberus, because it doesn't really thematically belong anywhere. It's not a powerful constructed card, not a god, not devotion, not a planeswalker, I mean, yes, fairly thematic in terms of Theros and, you know, quasi-Greek and so on, but really I think that's the one that people forget most. And finally, oh, you look like your Xenagos. The Reveler, the final Planeswalker, and those were the 15 Mythic rares in Theros. We will be back later in the show with a round on Kamigawa. We'll be back later in the show with the Pun round, and we'll be back later on with the Legends grid, where you can all play together.